The most dangerous thing about an AI hallucination is not that the AI is wrong. It is that the AI has no idea it is wrong. And neither do you, until it is too late. In 2023, a lawyer named Stephen Schwartz submitted a legal brief to a US federal court. The brief cited 6 precedent cases in support of his argument. The judge noticed something unusual and asked for copies of those cases. None of them existed. The cases had been fabricated, complete with realistic case names, docket numbers, and judicial quotes, by ChatGPT. The lawyer had used AI to help with research and had not checked the citations. He was sanctioned by the court and faced a disciplinary hearing. That story is not about a careless lawyer. It is about a machine that produced something that looked exactly like a legal citation, felt exactly like a legal citation, and was completely invented. And the machine had no mechanism to know the difference. This is what a hallucination actually is. Not a glitch, not a random error. A feature of how the system works, which means it will keep happening to everyone until you understand why. Most people, when they hear the word hallucination applied to AI, picture something like a dream. The model wanders off, gets confused, starts making things up at random, like a person who has had too little sleep. That is a reasonable instinct. It is also wrong in a way that matters. Because if hallucinations were random, truly random, they would be easy to catch. The output would look wrong. It would be incoherent, off-topic, obviously broken. You would notice immediately. The problem is that AI hallucinations are not random. They are confident. They are fluent. They are formatted correctly. They are plausible. The model produces a hallucination the exact same way it produces a correct answer, with complete linguistic certainty and no visible warning. Here is the fact that reframes everything. Large language models have no internal truth sensor. They do not know what they know. There is no part of the architecture that checks whether an output is true before generating it. The model does not experience uncertainty the way you do, with a feeling, a hesitation, a recognition that something might be wrong. It just produces the next most likely token over and over until the sentence is done. Here is the analogy that makes this click. Imagine a student who has read every textbook, every academic paper, every Wikipedia article, every Reddit thread, every forum post that has ever been written in English, roughly 1 trillion words of human writing. This student has absorbed all of it. They can reproduce the style of any source. They can summarize, explain, extrapolate, compare. They are, by any measure, extraordinarily well read. Now you ask this student, what was the outcome of the fictional court case, Vargas vs. United Airlines, 2019? The student has never seen that case, because it does not exist. But here is what the student does not do. They do not say, I don't know. They do not say, I cannot find that in my notes. They produce an answer. A detailed, plausible, well-formatted answer with a docket number and a summary of the ruling, because they have read thousands of real court cases. And producing something that sounds like a court case is exactly what they are optimized to do. This is layer 1 of the analogy. The student is not lying. They genuinely cannot distinguish between recalling something they read and generating something that fits the pattern of what they have read. The production mechanism is the same in both cases. Layer 2, the part that surprises people, is that this student does not know the difference between memory and confabulation. In humans, memory and imagination feel different. You know when you are remembering versus when you are guessing. The language model has no such experience. Both processes produce text. Both processes produce text with the same fluency and the same confidence. Layer 3, where the analogy breaks, is that a human student eventually runs out of knowledge and admits it. They reach the boundary of what they have read, and they stop, or they hedge. The language model has no such boundary signal. It does not experience the sensation of reaching the edge of its knowledge. It just keeps producing the next most likely token, past the point where a human would have said, "I'm not sure." Layer 4. What that limit reveals about the real thing. This is not a problem that will be fixed with a larger model or a better training run. It is an architectural property of how these systems work. The model does not have a separate truth verification module that runs before output. It has a prediction engine, and prediction engines predict what comes next, not what is true. Here is the fact that almost nobody knows. Researchers have found that language models hallucinate more on topics they were trained on heavily, not less. The reason is counterintuitive. When a model has seen many variations of similar facts, it becomes very confident in producing text that fits those patterns, even when the specific instance does not exist. The more a model has read about something, the more fluently it can fabricate details about it. The AI is not hallucinating despite being confident. It is hallucinating because it is confident. Confidence is the output. Truth was never the input. So, what changes for Priya? The meeting she will be in next week, the one where someone says, "I asked ChatGPT about this, and it said," now she knows exactly what question to ask. Did you check the source? Not because AI is unreliable, because AI is confidently unreliable in a specific way that is invisible until you know how to look for it. The output will look like research. It will cite things. It will have structure and detail and fluency. None of that is evidence that it is true. The practical rule, which every serious AI researcher uses, is this. Treat every AI output like a first draft from a very talented intern who has no access to the internet, no memory of what they told you yesterday, and no awareness of when they are making things up. The draft is useful. It is often excellent, but it requires a fact check before it becomes a submission. That changes how you use the tool. Not less, but differently. You use AI to generate structure, to draft arguments, to explore possibilities. You use humans or primary sources or the AI's own web search feature to verify facts before they leave the building. The AI is not broken. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. Produce the most fluent, plausible, well-structured text it can. The problem is that fluent, plausible, and well-structured are not the same as true. What happens when you ask this same model to do basic arithmetic? That one turns